Hey, what's good, y'all? It's 2amBravo. We're at 33.6 The Underground.
What's up, everybody? I'm Rain Royal. You can find me on Rain Royal on Facebook. This is 33.6 The Underground.
What's up, y'all? It's Misty. You can find me on Facebook, Misty Anderson Wall. Download the app, 33.6 The Underground.
And what's up, man? Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Kick Boy Triple. And we right here at 33.6 The Underground with 2 a.m. You already know.
Hey, Shkada.
What's up, y'all? It's Live at 5. It's Misty.
And it's Rain Royal in the building.
It's your boy Kick Boy Triple.
And we have 2amBravo.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
So what's up, bro?
What's good?
Tell us a little bit about yourself as an artist and also a little bit of what you do.
Well, my name is 2amBravo. As an artist, I like to think of myself as very talented. I'm more of a musician and how I write songs and how I make songs. Like, I'm not a hardcore rapper. I know how to rap like that, but I enjoy the melodies and just the sounds of music. Like, when I was growing up, I listened to a lot of Kid Cudi and Kanye and just stuff with a lot of sounds like that. So I like to think of myself as a boss, because one of the things that make me different from everybody else is I don't outsource anything that I do. So I got my own video business, and I got my own blog, and I do all that stuff because just being from Greensboro, North Carolina, it was hard trying to find people to put us on. So I went to school for business and marketing. So I did my research and as far as the internet and all that stuff. And I basically built a blog up, which turned into a video business, because a lot of my friends were like, they couldn't afford, just like me before I started working. We were from the hood, they couldn't afford to go get their video shot or nothing. So when I started making my own videos, they just started reaching out. So that's how that all started. And now I'm kind of like just growing my brand and everything period whatsoever.
Do you charge your homeboys for your work?
All the way. I always charge, because they won't never know the value of what they're doing if I don't charge it. If I won't charge them, then it won't mean nothing to them. But if they all come together and stack up their bread, then they'll feel like it'll be more important to them. Because that's how I feel about it, and it just give them something else to do besides go buy, you feel me, the same stuff that we always buy, stuff like that. So it just like, I just try to teach them how to invest in themselves, because that's pretty much what I did. And a lot of them a little bit, they grew up under me, so I just try to look out for them.
Do you record yourself as well? Yeah,
I got my own studio. I actually used to record with the guys in the back, and I've always been like a learn type person, and I know kind of how my sound is, and I got a very particular sound, so I know everything to do with mine. So I actually just watched them when I was recording with them, and I looked at all the equipment, and I went out and I bought everything, and then I just started, recording, and I broke it down. I taught myself. Well, I watched a lot of YouTube videos, and basically just like through hours and hours of that, I started recording, and then every song, just started sounding a little bit better. And yeah, that's how I ended up doing all that.
Do you record your homeboys too?
Not really.
No.
Some of them.
So it's for your personal use?
Yeah, some of them I record. They pay me to record, but they got like forced to pay me, because I don't just be like, yeah, it's just like my studio is like, that's where my base operation is, because y'all got like, this is all in my house. So I don't let too many people in. I just only the people I really know real well. And then I really don't know. I'm not like an engineer. I really know how to mix my music, really. That's all.
You know how you want your stuff to sound.
I sound a little bit different than people would like to sound.
When would you say you became an artist, and when did you get involved with music? I started very young. We used to jerk and dance and stuff, and that's kind of what kept our attention off of just being in the streets. And basically what happened is, when everybody stopped doing all that stuff, it's like half of us went to the streets, and then other half started doing stuff. And I spent my time in the streets a little while, and it just won't really suit for me, because I seen a lot of my friends
just dying and getting locked up, really.
Destroying themselves.
And I don't know. I was living like one of those dudes where you thinking a life is a party, and then you wake up and you sleeping on your friend's couch. So then that's when I kind of changed my life around. As for like becoming an artist, I started rapping when I was about 16, and I've always considered myself an artist because the influences I had was more artists than rappers. I say like I like that the fact that they made songs rather than every specific thing they were saying, or just like I think the difference from an artist is an artist can create a mood, and a rapper can rap real good, but an artist can create a mood and a environment around the listener, and that's kind of what I tend to do.
I do kind of feel the same way about the difference between the artist and then just rap. I feel like you said, it creates that mood. I feel like you can get more personal with, you know, songs and melodies and all of that more so than rap. And I'm not gonna say there's no rap songs out there that, you know, you can't feel, but you know, the melodies and songs that you create through emotions and things like that. I feel like I love regular rap.
I like regular rap a lot, and it's a problem because a lot of music I make is a complete opposite of what people would see me listening to.
Right.
Because I listen to a lot of like gangster stuff, but it's just because I'm like turned up. But
who's your favorite artist
right now? Probably me. Just to be honest, when you making music, especially when you like at the center of it, like you the mix and engineer, you listen to yourself a lot. So that's one of the reasons why I can't record other people, because I don't be trying to hear people like that. But I listen to myself a lot all the time, just because I can relate to what I'm saying.
Right.
I know it's real. I find that a lot of people, like especially from my stage, just my friends period, I think a lot of people focus on getting support from the wrong people. And that's what I was doing for a lot of time. That's what a lot of artists do. And a lot of artists don't know how you build a good fan base is going out to find the people who already like your music. Instead of focusing on everybody, you gotta narrow it down to a specific group of people and say, and be honest with yourself and say, my music sound like this. I'm gonna target these people. It's a lot of target marketing. It's a lot of school stuff and it's a lot of in-depth stuff. But just anybody can learn this all on YouTube. Just being in depth with just the business side of things really helped me just point out and pick out my target market, and as everything really growing fast for me.
Would you feel like as an artist, people could compare you to Juice WRLD or
that's what
you know,
XXX? I think it's because
that's the first person I heard when.
Yeah, I heard Juice
They
WRLD
say people have sound like Juice WRLD mixed with Chief Keef.
Shit, let them compare you. That's gonna get you.
Right.
How I do the.
Do any of them inspire you? Have they?
I grew up with listening to a lot of Chief Keef, and that's kind of where I got my accent from. You know, it's a made up accent. I just talk how I want to talk. But as far as Juice WRLD, when he got on, I was mad. I was like, dang, this nigga got how I sound. Like, no, because he sound like how I sound. And I've been sounding like this, like before this was cool, because you know, it's a new wave of rap. I was sounding like this when I first started rapping. And I'm pretty sure he was too. I don't mind comparing. I think with comparing, because before Juice WRLD came out, it was I Love Makona, and it's because I'm a big nigga. But it's really because when people hear new stuff, they brain associate with something that they already know, because otherwise you wouldn't know how to explain it.
Right. That's right. You gotta find the similarities in something in order to really understand.
And then at the same time, I'm a very musical person. I listen to music all the time. That's what helped me get through my life. And I listen to a million different artists, from Juice WRLD to Chief Keef to trap rappers to people, to pop music, all that type of stuff, because that's where I get my melodies from. And I just think it's nice, because if they can say I sound like that, that means, you know, I'm doing something right.
Hot too, yeah.
So are you with 2AM crew?
Nah, I'm not with them.
Okay.
I actually, that's what a lot of people ask me. I actually grew up like underneath a lot of them, and I got my name just off my Twitter name. And when we was I was throwing parties in college. I went to A&T. And my Twitter handle was just 2amBravo, just just, you feel me, just being cool. That's what I thought sounded cool. And it kind of just picked up because as the parties grew, like everybody in the thing grew because we had our names on the shirts, and that's kind of where 2amBravo just stuck from. I liked it.
Have you done any performances?
Yeah, I performed a lot of times coming up when I was a young person, but recently I got a show on the 10th of this month. I just did Festopia. That was real turned up.
Where was that at?
That was, I can't remember the exact address. It was
here in Greensboro though?
Yeah, it was out in Greensboro, like going towards Burlington. It was out there in the country. All the white folks is at. We was turned up though. It was outside. I want to say, oh man, I don't know. I gotta read that video. I want to say about like 3 weeks ago. Okay. I got a show on the 10th with Ed Ruger. He's an event planner here. I've been trying to reach out to a lot of people. And I got a show on the 24th in Roanoke, Virginia. And that's with a person that I met when I was young, and they was like 20 now. I'm like 22, and they're like 20. But they trusted me to do their video. One of them he just died. Rest in peace, Derek Wiley. But those guys put their trust in me, and after me and just doing me and their videos, it just exploded.
All right, you guys, this is 33.6 The Underground. We have 2amBravo in the building. And then we're gonna get into a game. It's called Shoot or Boot. Basically, I'm gonna give you a couple of locations, and you're gonna let me know if that's a place you're gonna shoot or you're gonna give it the boot, okay? So the first place is a manhole.
I'm gonna shoot.
You're gonna shoot if you're in the manhole?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a filmmaker.
Okay. What about a Klan rally? Like they have the masks and everything.
Are they trying to hurt me?
No.
They gonna put a hood on and shoot that shit.
I mean, they're Klan members though. Obviously, they're gonna hurt you.
I'm gonna shoot.
You're gonna shoot?
Because that's my right. So I'm gonna do what I want.
They booked you to shoot. You're gonna shoot?
Oh yeah, that's money.
Just make sure they don't shoot you.
I'm all about money. I deal with a lot of people who beef with each other and don't want me to work, and I'll be like, bruh, you're not paying my rent. I'm gonna shoot this.
But beef in a race was the only thing. They ain't get ugly.
If they book me to shoot, we good. I'm gonna shoot because then I'm gonna just tax them. I'm gonna tax someone, not tax anybody else.
Right. Okay, what about a trap house? And I'm talking about a real trap house with roaches and drugs and guns and
I shoot there.
You would?
Because
even with the risk?
That's where I'm from.
Of anything happen?
That's where I'm from though, and to me, that's kind of just normal. Everywhere I feel like it's a story to be told there, and it's a reason why them roaches there.
Look, they gonna want you to get a certain angle.
Yeah, just tell a story, y'all.
You should be trapping with the roaches. Trapping with some roaches, something ain't right. I don't care how bad the trap house is. If you trapping with some roaches, something ain't right.
No, for real, every trap house I ever been in had roaches. Yes.
Man, they trapping the wrong shit then.
What trap house you been in, Amanda?
This same trap house that got Terminex.
Most of the trap houses ain't even got lights on. They ain't got no
They got lamps. Let's be real, they got lamps.
They gonna want you to get a certain angle. They gonna want you to get a certain angle. You got to stand on top of a whole brick and get that angle. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I do it.
Real talk.
Wow. Okay, so what about, you said you would do it anywhere. What about a male strip club?
If they pay me to do it, I have somebody do it.
Have somebody to do it.
I done got to the point where I hire other camera people to work for.
But what other cameraman you know that's gonna take that job?
You know,
his man's right there, Mike.
Drop.
Cameraman, would you?
Oh my God.
Would I?
Yeah.
I mean, if the price is right.
The price is right. Real talk.
We about work.
Now what if they take Carolina, baby?
Yeah, still live in Carolina. Carolina born and bred.
Do you have anything to say to any of our viewers and listeners as well? Did you want to leave them one last
I
message?
appreciate all y'all for tuning in to this interview with 33.6 The Underground. Y'all know how we run. Let's get it. I enjoyed y'all company, and I know y'all enjoyed mine. Y'all follow me on all my social media, 2amBravo, 2amBravo.
All right, and we definitely appreciate you